What if the best revenge isn't revenge at all? What if the most powerful thing you can do isn't to react, isn't to seek closure, isn't to prove a point, or isn't to chase after something that no longer serves you? Because the moment you stop, when you refuse to engage, refuse to play into expectations, you become untouchable. You see, when she walks away, when she leaves like you never mattered, she expects something from you. A reaction, anger, desperation, a late-night text saying you miss her. That's what she's waiting for. That's what every other man does. But the man who does nothing, the man who simply disappears, he's the one who becomes unforgettable. Silence. It's unsettling. It forces the mind to wander, to create its own answers. Right now, she thinks she has you figured out. She believes you'll cave, that it's only a matter of time before you reach out. She's comfortable with the idea that she still has power over you. But then, nothing happens. No message, no call, no fight, just silence. And that's when the doubt starts creeping in. Did I misjudge him? Did I actually mean so little? Is he already moving on? That's when the realization hits her. Not because you begged, not because you tried to convince her to stay, but because you didn't. Because your silence speaks louder than any words ever could. A man who chases shows weakness. A man who vanishes radiates power, and power lingers. This moment, this isn't just about moving on. This is about something bigger. This is about your transformation. The moment you stop looking for outside validation, the moment you stop trying to prove your worth to someone else. That's the moment you reclaim your true strength. You're not trying to make her jealous. You're not trying to win her back. You're simply becoming the man you were always meant to be. And in that process, she loses more than you ever did. The best move you can make is to let go, to focus on your own growth, to rise above the noise. No drama, no bitterness, just silence and self-mastery. And if you're done being predictable, if you're ready to step into true power, embrace the silence. Let it do the talking for you. Because when you stop chasing, you start leading. Now, let's begin. Number 1, the fall. The moment she walks away, just like that, she's gone. You never thought it would happen this way. Maybe there were signs, moments when she seemed distant, a shift in her energy, a feeling in your gut that you ignored. Or maybe it happened all at once. 1 second, she was yours. The next, she was just a memory. It hits like a punch to the chest. Anger, confusion, disbelief. Your mind won't stop racing. Why? Why did she leave? Why weren't you enough? Why does it feel like the ground beneath you has disappeared? This is where most men break. This is where they fall apart, scrambling for answers, searching for something, anything, to fix what's already shattered. This is when they beg, plead, send those desperate late-night texts filled with regret. They call, they explain, they say all the things they think will bring her back. They don't realize every attempt only pushes her further away. Neediness is repulsive. It signals weakness, and weakness kills attraction. The harder you cling, the faster she runs. But this is the moment you need to understand something crucial. Pain is just information. It is not here to destroy you. It is here to wake you up. Every great transformation begins with suffering. Every powerful man you admire has faced this moment, left out in the cold, underestimated, abandoned. But the difference between the weak and the strong is not the pain itself, it's how they respond. You have two choices: drown in self-pity or rise from the fire and become something she never saw coming. You don't chase, you don't beg, you don't explain yourself. You accept the pain, you embrace it, and then you let it forge you into something indestructible. Because this isn't just about her anymore. This is about you, about the man you will become. So if you're done suffering in silence, if you're ready to turn your pain into power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment below. Pain fuels my transformation. Number 2, the trap. Why most men fail here. This is where the weak crumble. The moment she walks away, panic sets in, the fear of loss takes hold, and suddenly desperation takes over. And desperation, that's the fastest way to lose respect. You see, when she left, she wasn't expecting you to vanish. She was expecting a chase, an emotional reaction, a plea for closure, a desperate attempt to win her back. She wanted you to ask for an explanation, to fight for her attention. This is the trap, and most men walk straight into it. They start rationalizing, maybe if I just talk to her, she'll see how much I care. Maybe if I remind her of all the good times, she'll realize what she's throwing away. Maybe if I prove that I'm the best thing for her, she'll change her mind. But this mindset, it's rooted in weakness. Because here's the hard truth. She made up her mind before she left. The moment she decided to walk away, she had already convinced herself that you weren't worth staying for. She had already planned her exit. And if you chase her now, you only confirm what she already believes. The moment you try to negotiate attraction, you lose. She doesn't want to be convinced. She doesn't want your explanations. And she definitely doesn't want to feel like she's doing you a favor by staying. She wants what she can't have. That's human nature. It's the psychology of value. We chase what is scarce, what feels just out of reach. And right now, if you're chasing, you're making yourself too available, too predictable, too replaceable. But the moment you become abundant, emotionally, mentally, and even physically, you shift the dynamic completely. Because a man who begs is a man who is already lost. A man who reminds her of the past is a man stuck in it. A man who chases is just another option she has already outgrown. But that's not you. You are not an option. You are the loss she never saw coming. You are the silence that haunts her when she realizes you never reached out, never fought, never begged. Because nothing unsettles a person more than expecting a reaction and getting nothing. So, if you're done chasing ghosts, if you're ready to step into your power and stop wasting energy on someone who already made their choice, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I do not chase, I attract. Number 3, the pivot. Turning pain into power. This is it. This is the moment where everything changes. The moment you stop seeing heartbreak as a curse and start using it as fuel. Pain is energy. It can either break you or it can build you into something unstoppable. The only difference? What you choose to do with it. Most men stay trapped in the cycle. They stalk her social media, trying to decode her every move. They replay old memories like a broken record. They obsess over what she's doing, who she's with, and whether she even thinks about them at all. And in doing so, they let the pain consume them. But a man who understands power, he channels pain. He doesn't run from it. He doesn't numb it with distractions. He faces it. He lets it sharpen him. Look in the mirror. This version of you, the one drowning in loss, the one questioning his worth. This is not who you were born to be. This is only the beginning of something greater. But first, you must detach. Emotionally, mentally, physically. She is no longer your priority. You are. Your energy is no longer wasted on someone who walked away. It is redirected toward growth, toward evolution, toward becoming so powerful that her absence feels like a joke in comparison. You want to know when she'll start to regret, when she sees you glowing without her, when she realizes that the man she left is not the man she would get back. Because while she was busy moving on, you were busy becoming untouchable. This is the pivot. This is where you rise. If you're done living in the past, if you're ready to evolve into your higher self, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Pain makes me powerful. Number 4, the vanishing act. Mastering the art of silence. Nothing holds more power than silence. It is not just the absence of words. It is a weapon, a declaration, a test of self-control. When a woman walks away, she expects one thing above all, a reaction. She anticipates the pain in your voice, the desperate text, the late-night call filled with regret. She expects you to prove that she still has a hold on you, that you still need her validation. That's what she's prepared for. But when you do nothing, when you don't text, don't check her stories, don't like her posts, when you disappear completely, you disrupt her reality. Suddenly, there is no proof that you're suffering. Suddenly, she's forced to wonder, why hasn't he reached out? Has he already moved on? Did I make a mistake? Silence is psychological warfare. It forces the mind to create its own answers. And the human mind? It always assumes the worst. She starts filling in the blanks, crafting scenarios far more powerful than any words you could have said. Maybe you found someone better. Maybe you never cared as much as she thought. Maybe she misjudged you completely. And just like that, the power shifts. This is why you don't break. This is why you don't send that "I miss you" text. Every time you resist the urge to reach out, you reclaim a piece of your power. Because the moment you stay silent, you become a mystery. And mystery creates attraction. A man who begs for attention signals weakness. A man who disappears without a trace. He becomes unforgettable. No, you are not predictable. You are not desperate. You are not weak. You are the ghost she never expected to haunt her. The longer you remain silent, the more her mind obsesses over the unknown. She will check her phone, waiting for your name to appear. She will scroll through old messages, searching for clues. She will wonder if she underestimated you. And that doubt, it will torment her far more than any words ever could. This is the power of silence. When you choose not to react, you are no longer the man she left behind. You are no longer an option. You are the loss she never saw coming. So if you're done explaining yourself, if you're ready to master the art of silence, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence speaks louder than words. Number 5, the Phoenix, rebuilding from the ashes. This is where legends are made. This is where you stop thinking about her and start thinking about you. She left? Good. That was the spark. Now you rise, not to get her back, not to prove a point, but because this pain has revealed something powerful. You were never meant to stay the same. Most men get stuck here. They stay trapped in the grief, replaying memories, obsessing over what went wrong, wasting months, sometimes even years, chasing a past that no longer exists. They drown in self-pity, hoping that somehow, some way, she'll come back. But the men who become untouchable, they use heartbreak. They take that pain and turn it into pure fuel. They level up, physically, mentally, financially. They become a version of themselves, so strong, so unshakable, that their old self wouldn't even recognize them. That is the path you choose now. Hit the gym. Upgrade your mind. Build your empire. Every hour you waste thinking about her is an hour you could have spent forging a life so great, so powerful, that one day you'll look back and laugh. Because here's the truth. The best revenge is never revenge. The best revenge is transformation. Not petty games, not proving a point, not waiting around, hoping she sees your worth. Number. You build yourself up so high that her absence becomes irrelevant. And one day, when she stumbles across you again, months or years from now, she won't see the man she left behind. She'll see someone she never expected. Unbothered, stronger, thriving. And that's when it hits her. The regret, the doubt, the realization that the man she left no longer exists. Nope, you are not the same. You burned the old version of yourself to the ground, and from the ashes you rose, stronger, sharper, unstoppable. This is your moment. If you're done waiting, if you're ready to rise into the man you were always meant to be, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment below. I rise from the ashes, stronger than ever. Number 6, the unshaken man. Indifference is the ultimate weapon. She expects you to care. She expects you to still be watching, still be hoping, still be waiting for a moment to prove your worth. She assumes you'll react, that you'll show signs of struggle, that you'll reach out. If not now, then eventually. But when you show nothing, no reaction, no emotion, no interest, everything changes. Because nothing is more powerful than indifference. Indifference means you've already won. It means you've detached. You've moved on. You no longer need her. And a man who needs nothing, he attracts everything. This is the paradox of power. The moment you stop wanting something, it starts chasing you. Because here's the truth. Attraction isn't built on words. It's built on energy. And when your energy silently declares, "I do not care," she feels it. And it eats away at her. Because women expect to be desired. They expect to be missed. They expect to linger in your thoughts long after they're gone. But when you move like she never existed, when you don't watch her stories, when you don't react to her subtle attempts to pull you back in, when you don't even acknowledge her presence, she feels invisible. And the moment she feels invisible to you, that's the moment she starts craving your validation. That's the moment she starts questioning her decision. Because suddenly, the power has shifted. Suddenly, she is the one wondering, did he ever really care? How is he not affected? Did I make a mistake? And that doubt, that's your silence working for you. Nope. You don't need closure. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to prove a damn thing. Because when you are truly indifferent, you hold all the power. You are no longer a player in her game. You are the game. And that is what makes you unshaken. if you're done wasting energy on what no longer serves you, if you're ready to embody true power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am unshaken. I am unstoppable. Number 7. The return. When she realizes her mistake. And then it happens. A message, a reaction, a sudden like on an old post. Something small, something subtle. But make no mistake, it's a test. She's starting to feel it now. The emptiness, the silence, the weight of her decision. At first, she convinced herself that you'd be the one to break, that you'd be waiting in the shadows, hoping for another chance, hoping she'd change her mind. But instead, you vanished. You became something she didn't expect, a man who moved on. And nothing unsettles a woman more than realizing that the door she once walked out of might not open again. This is the moment where most men fail, because the second she returns, they give away all their power. They rush to respond. They act like she's doing them a favor by coming back. They fold. They fall for the same illusion, believing that just because she reaches out, it must mean she's ready to rekindle what was lost. Nope. That is not you. She is not your reward. Your growth is your reward. Your transformation is your reward. You see, the man she's reaching out to now is not the same man she left. And if she's expecting to find the old version of you, the one who once put her on a pedestal, the one who once needed her validation, she's about to be very disappointed. Because you don't react, you don't celebrate, you don't break the frame you've built. She left thinking you'd stay the same, but you didn't. You evolved. You became untouchable. She will try to test the waters to see if you're still there, still waiting. She'll throw breadcrumbs, hoping to reel you back in. But here's what you do. Nothing. You are no longer accessible. You don't chase. You don't explain. You don't entertain the past, because you do not return to what broke you. She made her choice, and you made yours. Now, you stand in your power. If you're done falling for the same traps, if you're ready to hold the line and never look back, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I do not return to what broke me. Number 8. The Stoic choice, the ultimate power move. Now, the power is in your hands. The moment she reaches out, the moment she tries to slide back into your world, you have a choice. And this is where most men fail. They think the goal was always to get her back, to finally hear those words, I miss you. I made a mistake. I want you again. But here's the truth. If you've truly evolved, you don't even want her anymore. Not out of pride, not out of resentment, but because the man you are now, the man who rebuilt himself from the ground up, would never settle for someone who walked away. She's not reaching out because she suddenly realized your worth. She's reaching out because she lost control over you. Because the emotional grip she once had, it's gone. And now, you are an enigma. She doesn't understand you anymore, and that burns her. But listen carefully. This moment defines you. If you let her back in too easily, if you reward her for leaving, if you validate her decision to walk away, you undo everything you've built. You show her that nothing has changed, that you're still the same man who once put her above himself. But you are not that man anymore. Because the highest power move, it's not revenge. It's not playing games. It's not proving a point. It's choosing yourself so completely, so unapologetically that she becomes irrelevant. No, you are not an option. You are not a second choice. You are the lesson she had to learn the hard way. And that lesson, once you walk away, you never come back. If you're done settling for less than you deserve, if you're ready to be the man who leaves first, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I choose myself, always. Number 9, the conclusion, becoming an untouchable man. This is the final step, the moment when everything clicks, the moment you realize you were never losing her. She was losing you. She didn't walk away from you. She walked away from the version of you that put her first. The man who sought her validation, the man who didn't yet understand his own worth. But that man, he no longer exists. He was burned away in the fire of transformation. And what remains? A man who does not chase, a man who does not beg, a man who does not break, a man who stands so firm in his own power that nothing, not her, not rejection, not heartbreak, can shake him. Because this journey was never about her. It was never about getting her back. It was never about proving anything to her. It was about proving everything to yourself. That you are whole, on your own. That you are strong, disciplined, and in control. That no one, not her, not anyone, determines your worth. And now, she is nothing more than a fragment of the past, a memory, a lesson learned. Because the moment you let go, the moment you truly detach, the moment you understand that you never needed her in the first place, that is the moment you become free. But make no mistake, this is not about bitterness. This is not about resentment. This is about power. Power over yourself. Power over your emotions. Power over your life. Most men spend their lives chained, seeking approval, needing reassurance, craving validation. Not you. You have chosen a different path. You do not live for others. You do not seek permission to exist. You do not wait to be chosen. You choose yourself. Because the strongest man in the room is the one who needs nothing from anyone. That's why you are untouchable. That's why she feels your absence. That's why she questions herself. Because deep down, she expected you to stay the same. But the man she once knew no longer exists. And that is the ultimate power move. If you're done living for others, if you're done seeking validation, if you're ready to step into your highest self, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, I am untouchable. And that is how you win. Not by playing games, not by seeking revenge, not by proving a point. You win by becoming so unshakable, so disciplined, so focused, that nothing from your past holds power over you. Because this was never about her. This was about you. About stepping into the kind of man who commands respect without asking for it. A man who radiates strength without needing to prove it. A man who never waits for someone who chose to walk away. You don't chase. You don't beg. You don't break. Because in the end, the man who holds all the power is the man who needs nothing from anyone. Not her, not validation, not approved, just himself. And if this message hits you where it needs to, if you're ready to become the man who cannot be broken, do it now. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop one final comment below. I am the prize. I am the power. Stay strong, stay stoic, and never forget who you are.